first women to start. We have very soon only 4 minutes to the first start. Natalia Gempele, Simona Eberstad and Tove Alexandersson, the first starter in the 3 different heats. So that means we really have the top orienteers starting early in the start list today.
Yeah, and they're short courses this morning. Obviously, if they're to take part in every single knockout round, that's quite a big day distance-wise. It does all add up. So our winning times this morning, 9 minutes. The women have 2.4K with 30 meters of climb.
Quite a misty, grey morning this Tuesday in the forecast. When I looked yesterday in the evening, it looks very rainy for the afternoon. But now it's a change in a positive way, so maybe no rain at all in the afternoon. I hope so.
Fingers crossed. I mean, the Scottish weather's not been too bad on competition days,
No.
so hopefully it can stay that way. But it's worth mentioning that the athletes' positioning this morning will impact which quarter-final they choose to take part in.
Sort of, because it will be heat selection after the qualification also here in the room here in this school, but definitely, yes, indeed. And it is sorted out of the world ranking sprint, so that means we have the top orienteers starting early. So that means in the end of the start list, maybe some surprises we can hope for.
Yeah, it'd be good to see some of the younger junior running up. Qualifying for this afternoon. There's definitely some dark horses out there, but obviously I think some of the big names obviously will be going through. The planning looks quite good actually, very technical, but obviously not enough to be able to knock out some of those big names. When the GPS goes live, you'll be able to have a look. Particularly interesting leg to look at is the leg where they cross the canal. Some very good planning there.
Yeah, it is in the very end of the course and a very interesting leg there to the second last control. And then we have the last control here in the schoolyard and a very short run in before the finish. And the courses for the women, they are 2.4 kilometers long approximately in each heat. And for the men later on 2.8 kilometers long. And the first man will start 9:41 the first start for the men later on. But very soon we have now less than 2 minutes to the first start. So this will be very, very interesting. Looking back in the history, if we are looking back to the last 2 years, we have 2 knockout sprints on a high level to 2022. First, the World Cup round in Borås in Sweden in May, where we saw Tove Alexandersson winning that knockout sprint. She also is the defending world champion, won the knockout sprint in Denmark in Fredericia. And actually, Tove Alexandersson had also won the 2 last knockout sprints, both in Venezia in Italy in October last year in the European Orienteering Championships. And she won also the knockout sprint in Olten in Switzerland. So 4 straight knockout wins for Tove Alexandersson when it comes to this high-level knockout sprints and World Cup or World Championships. So that's very impressive.
It's also worth mentioning that both the gold and silver medalists from 2022 are not competing this week. Matthias Kibert is in marathon preparation to compete at the Paris Olympics, and August Millane is also not in the Swedish team. But Jonathan Gustafsson is here to try and get high up in those medals. GPS has just gone live, so you'll be able to see those maps online just now. And it's about 30 seconds to go now until our first 3 runners will set out on their courses.
And the starting interval is 1 minute, as usual, when it comes to sprint orienteering. So Natalia Gempele, Simona Eberstad and Tove Alexandersson. The 3 on the podium on Friday, where we have the individual sprint. Tove Alexandersson, the gold medalist, silver for Simona Eberstad and bronze for Natalia Gempele. 3 really strong contenders also today.
Oh, absolutely. And obviously, since they are the highest ranked, we expect them to put down a pretty good mark at the finish there. So we expect to see some of the fastest times first, and then it'll be up to some of those lower ranked runners to really challenge those times.
So right now, they have just heading out from the start, the 3 first starters in each heat. So we are waiting now for Alexandra Ornik. Very good also in Edinburgh on Friday, 5th position there for, 4th position. And just seconds from a medal for Alexandra Ornik from Poland. Hanna Lundberg, Sweden, disqualified on Friday, and also in this disqualification team of Sweden in the sprint relay. And Teresa Januszykova from Czechia, second starter in the same heat as Tove Alexandersson.
Yeah, Hannah Lundberg's going to want to prove something today. I think she's really going to want to qualify and have a good run, good few runs this afternoon. I think she'll be really disappointed with how the week's gone for her so far. So it'll be really good to see her performing well today.
And then in the first heat, Heat A, we have Ida Agevik Kristiansson, also in the final in Olten. Early this year in the knockout sprint there in the World Cup. Victoria Hästad Björnstad, she was a part of the final 2 years ago in Denmark in Fredericia. And another Dane, third starter in Heat C, Hedvig Valbjörn Jydesen. And then the fourth starter in Heat A, we have a World Championships debutant, Alva Sonesson from Sweden. Her first start ever in the World Orienteering Championships. Together there with Sandra Grossberga. And also very interesting with A. van Dongen from the Netherlands, bronze medalist 2 years ago. What can she do today?
Yeah, obviously the first woman from the Netherlands, the first person from the Netherlands to ever win a WOC medal. Brilliant to see her performing so well.
I'm also very curious about Rita Maramarossi, the junior from Hungary, who took Hungary to 6th position in the sprint relay on Sunday. And Rita Maramarossi, yes, I think she had a chance today.
I'm really excited to see what she can do today. Obviously, she's got plenty of JWOC medals to her name, and yeah, she anchored Hungary to get their best ever sprint relay position. Yes, on
On Sunday, yes indeed. And then we had Megan, of course, Megan Carter-Davies, silver medalist 2 years ago, right behind Tove Alexandersson from Sweden, who won the gold medal, but silver medal at that time, and later on also that week in Denmark, gold medal in the individual sprint. What can Megan do today? That's the question.
Yeah, obviously this week's probably not gone as well as she planned. A top 10 on day one was fantastic to see, but obviously lost a couple of places with a mistake late in the course on Sunday, which ended up with the team in 7th position. So I think they'll be disappointed just to miss the podium there, but we'll hopefully see Megan pick herself up a bit and yeah, hopefully another good performance today.
So as you can hear, many big names here in the beginning of the start list today. And that's because of the seeding that the best rankings will start in the beginning of the start list. And then Andrine Benjaminsen, also from Norway, worth to mention, definitely. She was in the final 2 years ago in Denmark, in 6th position there.
Yep. It's worth mentioning when our Brits are going to be off. So Cecilia Anderson is in qualifier number 1. She's off at 11 minutes past 9. Then Megan Carter-Davies, she's setting off in about 30 seconds on Heat 2. Grace Malloy setting off at 10 past on Heat 3.
And Grace Malloy has shown some great form this week here in Edinburgh. Perfect timing to find the form.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the knockout is the race that she's less familiar with. She didn't qualify at this year's World Cup and got knocked out at the previous World Cup in the quarterfinal. So I think she's got a lot to prove to herself today. It could be exciting to see how she can do today.
So 4 minutes running right now for the first starters. Natalia Gempele, Simona Ebersold and Tove Alexandersson. And we have an approx running time of
9 minutes.
9-10 minutes, yes, exactly. So, and we also have one split time. We will not give you all the split times, but we will give there some interesting fact from the intermediate control, definitely. Because there we see also if some of the big names have struggled in the beginning of the course, for example, and maybe open up the door a little bit for the later starters in that heat. The 12 best, once again, the 12 best will make it to the quarterfinals in the afternoon in Edinburgh. And the quarterfinals will also be broadcast live at the arena in the afternoon. So we will start there at 20 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's a fantastic arena for later, based at St John Street, just near the Holyrood Park, just in the shadows of Arthur's Seat.
So very soon I think we will have the first intermediate times from the heats of the women. It's actually at the sixth control for the women, this intermediate time. And they have a pre-warning at the third last control before they're heading into the finish. But a very tricky leg between after the pre-warning.
Yeah, I've spotted about 2 options for you to get over that canal, and I think one of them is definitely faster, but it is quite wiggly and intricate to spot that route, I think.
It is. So 6 minutes running very soon for the first athletes heading up from the start. Natalia Gempele, Simona Ebersold and Tove Alexandersson. And also worth to mention, this is a last sprint race for a while when we're talking about international orienteering, because after this we will switch to the forest, and the next big championships is in the end of August in Hungary, the European Orienteering Championships in Hungary. Very tough terrain there in Hungary is waiting for the runners. And then we have a World Cup round in the end of September in Finland. It's a pre-WOC because next summer the World Orienteering Championships Forest is taking place in Finland, in Kuopio in Finland next summer. And after that it will switch over to sprint again because the next championships in sprint is in August next year, 2025, in Belgium. So we are looking forward really much to Belgium also next year in August. Seven minutes running, and we don't have anything from the intermediate times. Strange. We should have some punch there, or maybe not. But we have the pre-warning later on, so let's see. But I think we will have a punch from that first intermediate control quite soon. Because 7.5 minutes running right now for these 3 strong orienteers really. Natalia Gempele, Simona Ebersold, both from Switzerland, and Tove Alexandersson from Sweden.
Yeah, our first runner then through our pre-warning. Simona Ebersold is the first through. A time of 7:30 at that point. She's still got to cross the canal. In fact, Natalia Gempele and Tove Alexandersson both through, but just a bit slower there than Simona Ebersold.
But very, very similar to that pre-warning, the third last control. So that means in a couple of minutes we will have the runners inside the small arena here at the school. 8 minutes running right now for the 3 first starters. And nice to see a lot of people also here attending this qualification in the morning for the knockout sprint this day. Really nice to see. So they are coming from our left up to the gate and into the last control or final control before the finish. So 8:45, there's 9 minutes running. And as we said, from the pre-warning into the finish, it is a little bit complicated.
Teresa Janishikova has gone through to equal the time of Tove Alexandersson at the pre-warning. Hanna Lundberg just 9 seconds down on Simona Ebersold.
It will be interesting to see also how big differences it is between the first and 12th position in the heat. I think it'll be quite tough today. Small seconds will apart the runners in this qualification. Waiting very soon now for the first runners. We're out for 9:30 very soon. So it will not be any races below 9 minutes today, we can say. Because we have the strongest runners in the beginning. So now we can hear some cheering, and here they are. Or she, because Simona Ebersold is coming now into the final control and the finish. Very, very relaxed here. Simona Ebersold. And a time of right under 10 minutes, 9:49 for Simona Ebersold. And here is Tove Alexandersson, the defending world champion and also world champion on Friday in the individual sprint. So Tove, a time right over 10 minutes in this qualification for Tove Alexandersson, 10:08. And Natalia Gempele, we are welcoming her also, the bronze medalist from Friday. And a finish time for Natalia Gempele, 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So So that means we are waiting for Ida Agevig Kristiansson, Hanna Lundberg and Teresa Janošíková.
It looks like Alexandra Hornick's lost a little bit of time out there. She's 30 seconds down on the time of Natalia Gempele at the pre-warning.
Hanna Lundberg is heading into the finish. Here is Hanna. And we have a new second best time. Right behind Simona Ebersold for Hanna Lundberg. 9:54, 5 seconds behind Simona Ebersold for Hanna Lundberg, Sweden.
She'll have her eye on a medal today after being so close on both other days of the race.
And Teresa Janošíková, Czechia, running in the same heat as Tove Alexandersson and into a second position for Teresa. Only 8 seconds behind Tove, 10:16 the time for Teresa Janošíková.
Well, at that pre-warning control, only 1 second separates the top three. So clearly some very, very highly performing women out there today. It's going to be tight to challenge these positions.
So waiting now for Ida Agevig Kristiansson from Denmark, running in Heat A, where we have Natalia Gempele in lead, 10:20. Can't see Ida yet. Waiting also for Alva Sonesson, Victoria Hästad Björnstad and Eif van Dongen. Third starter in each heat. But should be Ida Agevig Kristiansson. No, it isn't. It's Victoria Hästad Björnstad who is coming here into the finish for Victoria. Into a new third best time in Heat B. Yes, indeed. Heat B, 10:06. 17 seconds behind Simona Ebersold. And also Alexandra Ornik from Poland into the finish in second position in Heat A, 11:16. 56 seconds behind Natalia Gempele for Alexandra Hornick. That's what quite a much.
Yeah, that's quite a big gap there for some other runners to try to fill. But Megan Carter-Davis through our radio control, through the pre-warning in third place, only 12 seconds down. A good run there so far from Megan.
So mistakes from Alexandra Hornick, definitely. Ida Agevig Kristiansson into second, 10:37, 17 seconds behind Natalia Gempele and Hedvig Valbjörn Judisen running in Heat C, 10:49, third best so far, 41 seconds behind Tove Alexandersson for the Dane. So Alexandra Ornik may be in a small danger here in this qualification. The fourth position in the sprint on Friday in Edinburgh. But right now, Alexandra is 56 seconds behind Natalia Gempele there in Heat A. Eif van Dongen, the bronze medalist from 2 years ago in Denmark, running in Heat C for Eif. So in the same heat as Tove Alexandersson, 10:17 for Eif van Dongen, 9 seconds only behind. So that was a good qualification from Eif van Dongen.
Eveli Karsaku from Estonia through our pre-warning in equal second place, but Venla Harju has just gone through our radio control on the women's third heat with a 9-second lead.
And Alva Sonesson is coming here into the finish with Sandra Grosberger from Latvia. First of all, Alva Sonesson running in Heat A into third position, 27 seconds behind. Sandra Grosberger into fourth, 1 minute behind for Sandra Grosberger in Heat B. And Megan Carter-Davis also into the finish in third position in Heat B, only 8 seconds behind. That was a good quality from Megan Carter-Davis. 9:57, Simona Ebersold still the fastest.
Inka Nurminen also gone through that radio control 10 seconds faster than Natalia Gempele. Venla Harju is leading her heat ahead of Tove Alexandersson and Teresa Janošíková at that point.
And Andrine Benemesen running in Heat C, heading into the finish. Andrine into fourth position, 17 seconds behind Tove. So the time is 10:25 for Andrine Benemesen. Tove Alexandersson in lead, Teresa Janošíková, Eif van Dongen and Andrine Benemesen in fourth position. Hedvig Valbjörn Judisen in fifth there in Heat C, 42 seconds behind. In Heat A, we have Alexandra Ornik in fourth position right now, 56 seconds behind Natalia Gempele. Waiting soon for Inka Nurminen from Finland, running good. So we're waiting for a very good time there from Inka Nurminen soon. And here's Rita Maramarossi from Hungary, heading into the fourth position right now, and also Maja Sianoja. Rita Maramarossi in Heat A in fourth position, 49 seconds behind, and Maja Sianoja 10:13, fifth position, 24 seconds behind for Maja Sianoja.
Yeah, looks like Mara Morosi lost a bit of time towards the end of that course. Potentially that long leg, that tricky leg at the end caught her out.
Cécile Calandry from France and Eveli Kasiko from Estonia. Cécile Calandry in heat C, 10:32, 24 seconds behind, and Eveli Kasiko into second position in heat 1, or heat A, 10:36, 16 seconds behind Natalia Gempele. Waiting zone for Inka Nurminen. And here's Caroline Olsson first of all from Sweden into the finish for Caroline. And into right now fourth position, 9 seconds behind there in heat B, where we have Simona Eberstad in lead.
One of our younger runners, Victoria Mag, has gone through our radio control with a 4-second lead on women's 3.
And we have a new best time here from Inka Nurminen in heat A. Really good quality, 10:15, 5 seconds faster than Natalia Gempele for Inka Nurminen, Finland. And Vella Harju into second position in heat C, 2 seconds only behind Tove Alexandersson. So great qualification races there from the Finns.
Yeah, the only person to have gone faster than Venla Harju so far is Victoria Mag.
Interesting.
The youngster from Hungary. She had a fantastic qualifier back on Friday as well. We'll see if she can do the same this morning. Grace Malloy through our radio control. She's down in equal 5th, but it's only 14 seconds down on the lead.
So right now we have Inka Nurminen in lead in heat A, 10:15. Simona Eberstad in heat B, 9:49, and Tove Alexandersson in heat C, 10 minutes and 8 seconds. The 3 best right now in the 3 heats. So now we can hear some cheering also. Paula Gross from Switzerland is coming here into the finish in her first race this WOC here in Scotland and Edinburgh. So into the finish for Paula Gross, into 7th position in heat C, 32 seconds behind for Paula, and Josefine Lind, 7th best in heat B, 56 seconds behind, and Pia Youngvik from Norway heading into the finish in heat A, 5th position, 10:54, 39 seconds behind.
Cecilia Anderson through our pre-warning in equal 2nd. I'm very excited, but here is Victoria Mag, and this will be a lead at the finish by 2 seconds ahead of Tove Alexandersson. That is exciting to see.
And Victoria Mag just heading into the finish with a new best time, 10 minutes and 6 seconds in heat C, 2 seconds faster than Tove Alexandersson. Laura Robertson, New Zealand, into 7th position in heat B, 33 seconds behind. Alexandra Hornick right now in 8th position in heat A, 1 minute and 1 second behind Inka Nurminen. Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro from Spain into the finish right there for the Spaniard. 5th position in heat A, 23 seconds behind for Ana Isabel Toledo from Spain. So right now Alexandra Hornick in 9th position in heat A. She's really in danger.
Yeah, looking out next though for Grace Malloy. She was down in 5th at the radio control. We should expect to see her in the arena soon.
Yep, here she is, here she is, here is Grace.
Yeah, so 5th position at the radio control. She's pulled it up to 4th at the finish, 7 seconds down. So that looks like a strong run this morning there from Grace Malloy.
Yeah, only 6 seconds behind Victoria Mag. So it's a great qualification there from Grace Malloy. I can promise a quarterfinal position place for Grace, definitely. 10:12 the time for Grace Malloy. And Nerea Gonzalez from Spain heading into a new 8th best time for Nerea Gonzalez in heat B, 10:37, 48 seconds behind Simona Eberstad there in heat B. And Isia Bazé, top 10 in the individual sprint on Friday in Edinburgh for Isia. And this is the 7th best time right now in heat A for Isia Bazé. 10:51, 36 seconds behind Inka Nurminen. So that means that Alexandra Hornick right now in 9th position for Alexandra Hornick. The 12 best will make it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's starting to get tight now. Elena Babic from Ukraine is through in 12th place. Same goes for Barbara Matyukova from Czechia. So it's going to be tight. They're going to have to fight hard to pull up a few positions to be able to qualify here today.
Yeah, and we have Cecilia Anderson together with Mae Bouvir also. Cecilia into third position. Great run there from Cecilia Anderson in Heat A. 12 seconds only behind the current leader, Inka Nurminen.
Yeah, so it's Cecilia's first run this WOC. She'll be happy with that qualification.
So that means we have Sandra Grossberger right now in 11th position in Heat B. 1 minute behind the current leader, Simona Ebersold from Switzerland. And 11th position right now also for Alexandra Ornik from Poland. 1:01 behind Inka Nurminen. And Hedvig Wahlbjörn Judesen on 11th position in Heat C. 43 seconds behind Victoria Mag, the current leader there in Heat C. Waiting for Ylvi Kastner in Heat A, pretty soon. So heading into the finish, and this is a good quali from Ylvi Kastner from Austria, and into fourth position in Heat A, 19 seconds behind. So that was good, and right now we have Alexandra Ornik from Poland in 12th position. 12th position right now, 1 minute and 1 second behind Inka Nurminen, so she's really in danger now. Alexandra Ornik from Poland. The 12 best will make it to the quarterfinals in the afternoon. So Olena Babich from Ukraine in Heat C, heading into position 12 right now, 58 seconds behind, right behind Hedvig Wahlbjörn Judesen. And Czechia heading in, Barbara Matejkova on the first leg for the Czech team on Sunday into 12th position in Heat B. So right behind Sandra Grossberger.
Yeah, remember top 12 to qualify, so less people will qualify than on Friday. So it is really that danger zone around about 10th position. You really do want to be in that top 10 at the finish to secure that qualification today.
Some more cheering, more runners to come, definitely.
Tilda Small on her way towards the finish shortly.
Shortly.
Through
First,
our radio control.
yeah, definitely. But first we have Austria and Anna Gröll into 12th position in Heat B. Filipa Rodriguez from Portugal heading into 12th position in Heat C right now. And more Czechia is coming here, waiting very soon for... So we take Jana Pekarova into 12th position in Heat A for her. Waiting for Tilde Small very soon. Also in that danger position at the pre-warning. So let's see Tilde Small very soon into the finish.
Yeah, we've also had Australia's Nia Schingler through our pre-warning in 7th position. So a good run for her so far, providing no time losses. That's looking good. Elsa Kuza down in 15th at that point, but waiting for Tilde Small. She was at 13th at that pre-warning, so she'll have to push hard for this final part of the course.
Hanna Müller from Germany into the finish here for Hanna, and also right now into 12th position right now in Heat B for Hanna Müller from Germany. And here is Tilde Small from Belgium, the junior, into position 11 in Heat A right now, 48 seconds behind Inka Nurminen, and Maddalena Di Biasi from Italy, 14th outside the 12 best for Maddalena in Heat C, where we have Victoria Mag still in lead. Filipa Rodriguez in Heat C right now in 12th position.
Yeah, it's very tight up here. Only a minute dividing that top 12. It's very tight to be able to qualify here this morning.
Sandra Grossberger still in 12th position in Heat B, and Rita Maramarossi in 12th position right now in Heat A. Jana Pekarova and Alexandra Ornik is outside the 12 best.
It looks like that late time loss for Rita Maramarossi might have cost her a qualification here.
Yeah.
Depends on the performance of the finishers soon.
So Inka Nurminen, Simona Ebersold, Victoria Mag right now three fastest in the three different heats for the women. And more to come.
No one that's been through our radio control recently has been within that top 12.
And Australia, Nia Schiller is coming out, the youngster from Australia, and Nia heading into the finish in position 7. That's good. 10:17 for Nia Schiller, 28 seconds behind, should be good enough for the quarterfinals for Nia. Gaba Rasatite from Lithuania, outside the 12 best in the finish.
Yeah, that's great for Nia. She didn't qualify back in 2022, but she is still only a junior running up, so it's fantastic to see her performing so well.
Ausrine Kotkaite into 10th position right now in Heat C, 34 seconds behind. That means that Filippa Rodriguez is out in 13th position. Hedvig Valbjörn Judisen right now in 12th position in Heat C. And Italy also into the finish for Caterina Dallera. But outside the 12 best right now for Caterina. Rita Maromorossi still in 12th position, but we are really for taking Emilia Guildite from Lithuania soon. Elsa Kutse from Latvia heading into 15th position in Heat A, outside the 12 best. But we are waiting for Tekle Emilia Guildite from Lithuania. Maybe a threat for Rita Maromorossi and her 12th position in Heat A.
Yeah, potentially here. There's about 10 seconds between the two of them. So we'll have to see how the end of the course goes here. Could define everything. Fruzina Mag through from Hungary in equal 12th position. So she'll have to battle to climb a couple of places for a bit of security on the way to the finish.
Yeah, definitely. Anna Nilsson-Senkovic from Austria into the finish. 15th position, so outside the 12 best for Anna Nilsson-Senkovic. Olena Pitemrova from Ukraine also, unfortunately, outside the 12 best for Olena. So waiting soon for Tekle Emilia Guildite from Lithuania in Heat A. Maybe a top 12 for her. And also Frutina Mag from Hungary, maybe top 12 in Heat B very soon. So still Inka Nurminen, Simona Eberstol and Victoria Mag, the fastest in the 3 heats, and probably the winners also, because I see it very, very difficult to beat their times for the runners still out there on the course. Tekle, we're waiting for the Lithuanian. Here is Italia is coming, Jessica Lucchetta from Italy, but outside the 12 best. And Estonia and Germany, but both outside the 12 best for both of the runners. So Tekle Emilia Guildite from Lithuania, Frutina Mag from Hungary, waiting for them. Most interesting, there is Frutina Mag from Hungary is coming here. Sandra Grossberger right now in 12th position. This is Frutina Mag from Hungary. And good enough right now for top 12, I believe. Yes, indeed, 12th position, 10:46. 57 seconds behind Simona Ebersold. So that means Sandra Grossberger, Latvia, is out in 13th position right now. So Tekle Emilia Guildite waiting for her. So Ekaterina Vermenenko from Ukraine, outside the 12 best. And here is Tekle Emilia Guildite from Lithuania, and the finish time for her is outside the 12 best, 11:22, 1:07 behind. So that means she is outside the 12 best. Yes, lost a little bit of time in the end of the course, also she.
Yeah, that's good though for Rita Maromorossi. That keeps her safe.
Danielle De Vickere from Belgium, also outside the 12 best right now. Ran in Heat C, where we have Victoria Mag. A little bit of a surprise, winning this qualification heat, Victoria, the youngster from Hungary.
Well, I mean, she had a fantastic qualification back on Friday. She took us by surprise then as well. So clearly she's got something up her sleeve for later.
And her sister Frutina also inside the 12 best right now in Heat B.
Yeah, I mean, all three of these Hungarian women have never run individually at a WOC before. So they're really putting down a benchmark for the next few years. They've got some high hopes for the Hungarian team.
Yeah. But both Marossi and Frucina Mag, they are in the 12th position in Heat A, respectively Heat B. But more to come. We are in the end of the race right now. It is Sarah Stewart from New Zealand heading into the finish, but outside the 12S. And another Australian, Mila Key. And Mila into 17th position right now in Heat A. 1:27 behind Inka Nurminen from Finland. So we still have a couple of runners still out there in the free heat for the women. The first start for the men, 9:41. So that means a little bit less than 9 minutes to the first start for the men. So Hong Kong, China, Chu Yu Lam heading into a 17th position right now, running in Heat A. 1 minute and 17 seconds behind Inka Nurminen. And Netherlands, where we have A. van Dongen in 6th position in Heat C. This is Anouk van der Burgt into 21st position in Heat B right now. Yeah. It's the best for a long time. Yeah, nice to hear some hands for the runners. Evelyn Brotigan from US into 21st position right now, and it's also Morozawa from Japan into 18th position, both running in Heat C. So now it's very tough for the runners. Kristina Ivanova, it was, from Bulgaria, ran in Heat B. 20th position right now for Kristina. The 12 best. Still we have Rita Maramoros in 12th position in Heat A. Frucina Mag, also Hungary, in Heat B. And Hedvig Valbjørn Juresen from Denmark, 12th position in Heat C right now. But maybe we can have some threats in the end here.
Yeah, Lizzie Ingham just through our pre-warning in equal 10th position in women's 3. So that could change things here.
So now Hedvig Valbjørn Juresen may be in danger there in Heat C. Lizzie Ingham also qualified for the final in the individual sprint on Friday in Edinburgh. A very experienced New Zealand orienteer. And Canada or Australia it is, yes indeed. Into the finish, Michaela Cooper from Australia, heading into 21st position in Heat C. 1 minute and 36 seconds behind the current leader, Victoria Mag from Hungary. So Lizzie Ingham, interesting to follow now. Lizzie. 9 minutes running right now for Lizzie Ingham from New Zealand. Brianna Steven from New Zealand, and also Ayer Isler from Turkey. Ayla Isler from Turkey into 17th position in Heat C, and Brianna Steven from New Zealand, 22nd position right now in Heat A.
Isa Isler was up in 10th position at the pre-warning, but she's dropped some time there in that final part of the course, and that's cost her qualification, unfortunately.
It is a very tricky leg from the pre-warning to the third last control. So waiting soon then for Lizzie Ingham. Agata Olejnik from Poland in 15th position right now in Heat B. So waiting for Lizzie Ingham. 10 minutes running right now for Lizzie. Alison Campbell, US, into 24th position in Heat B, 12:05. So the time she needs to do is 10:49, Hedvig Wahlbjörn Judesen, 10:49, and 10:20 right now for Lizzie Ingham. Now we can hear some cheering, and it is Lizzie Ingham. New Zealand is coming here. So let's see the time now for Lizzie Ingham. Will she make it among the 12 best? In Heat C for Lizzie Ingham, right there into position 12, 10:47 by a margin of 2 seconds. 2 seconds margin, so inside the 12 best. Hedvig Wahlbjörn Judesen from Denmark right now outside the 12 best. So Lizzie Ingham into 12th position right now. Good enough. So let's see if it will stay there.
Yeah, of all the people through our pre-warning, the closest to the top 12 is Emma Waddington, but she was down in 17th, so it looks like there's no threats for now.
We have one quite strong name in the end. It's Changyuan Hao from China. She has won one World Cup race in her career in China 2019, so she has the capacity, definitely. So let's see what she can do today. She made it to the final in the individual sprints, so she has definitely the capacity, the Chinese, Changyuan Hao. And her running time right now is 6 minutes running right now for the Chinese.
Yeah, so a good couple of minutes until we expect to see her through our pre-warning.
From Macedonia, Anasera Ristova into 26th position right now in Heat C. And Brazil is coming here also into the finish for Misla Skopior from Brazil. Ran in Heat A, 24th position right now for the Brazilian. So Inka Nurmenen, Simona Ebersol, Victoria Mag. These are the three winners, I believe, in the three heats. And we will give you the preliminary 36 women who will take part in the finals.
Cecilia Anderson currently sitting in third place on qualifier 1. Megan Carter-Davis in third on qualifier 2.
Emma Waddington from Canada is coming here and is very close to 12th position for Emma Waddington into 13th position. 10:47 for Emma Waddington, just outside the 12 best there in Heat B. So 10:47, the time needed was 10:41, so it's only 6 seconds from that 12th position for Emma Waddington, Canada. That was a close call.
Yeah, still safe then in Heat 2.
And Tamara Miklošová from Slovakia heading into 15th position right now in Heat A, so outside the 12 best.
Kaho Kondo from Japan has gone through our pre-warning in equal 10th position on women's qualifier 2. So that puts Josephine Lind and Fruzina Mag into a danger zone here.
And her running time right now, the Japanese, Kaho Kondo from Japan, 9 minutes very soon, 9 minutes very soon for Kaho Kondo from Japan.
Yeah, she was 42 seconds down at that pre-warning, so we should expect to see her fairly soon at the arena.
And Fruzina Mag right now in 12th position there in Heat B, 10:41 for Fruzina Mag. Josephine Lind, Denmark in 11th, so not in danger right now, but let's see Kaho Kondo heading to the last controls and the finish very soon there in Heat B.
Yeah, but we also know that that is the leg that has caught a lot of people out, so anything could change here.
And we knew that Changyuan Hao, the Chinese, started 1 minute behind Kaho Kondo. But still no pre-warning from the Chinese, no. So waiting for Kaho Kondo from Japan, 10 minutes right now. The time to beat is 10:41 for Kaho Kondo from Japan. So now, no, not yet. Not yet. Waiting for the Japanese, very soon, 10:25. Now she's in hurry to be able to make it among the 12 best in Heat B.
Yeah, 10:41 to beat.
And here she is, This is Kao Kondo from Japan. And this is really, really close to make it among the 12 best in Heat B for Kao Kondo into position 11. 11th position. Yes, indeed. So that means Frushina Mag is out in 13th position right now. Josefine Lind, Denmark, right now in 12th position. So Kao Kondo from Japan, 10:39. So 11th position there in Heat B. That was a great run from the Japanese. And the Chinese, Zhang Yonghao, just punched the pre-warning, but she's late. She is very late. So some mistakes there from her. But great to see Japanese among the 12 best there in Heat B. And right now we have no threats for the 12th position. Rita Maramarossi, Hungary, still in 12th position in Heat A. Josefine Lind, Denmark in Heat B. And Lizzie Ingham, New Zealand in Heat C.
Yeah, Maramarossi doing well to hold on to that position. She's been in that danger zone for a good amount of time there. Tilla de Small just ahead of her, also qualifying, the two youngsters.
And we can notice that Jana Pekashova from Czechia only 1 second behind Rita Maramarossi in Heat A in 13th position. And very much the same for Frushina Mag from Hungary. Only 1 second behind Josefine Lind, Denmark there in 12th position. And it's 2 seconds for Liz Ingham down to Hedvig Wahlbjörn Judisen, Denmark in 13th position. So really, really tough battles today to be among the 12 best.
Yeah, that just shows the quality of all of these runners and how tight it is to fight for those positions. You're seeing some big names here not qualifying.
Definitely.
But you're also seeing some surprise qualifications, or some surprise leads, in fact, for Victoria Mag there. That was such an impressive run to go 2 seconds faster than Tova Alexanderson.
Yeah, one of the biggest names missing out is Alexandra Orlik from Poland, 4th on Friday in the individual sprint. And she is not among the 12 best in her heat today. Yuhua Kuwawara from Japan into 28th position right now in Heat A. So we are now in the very end of the qualification for the women. We have some runners still out there. And the first man has been out for 3 minutes right now. So 3 minutes running for the first starters men. Zhang Yonghao from China is coming here, but not her qualification today. Further down in the results, 28th position for Zhang Yonghao from China. And we can't see any threats at all at the pre-warning. So I will give you 36 names going through to the quarterfinals in the afternoon. From Heat A, Inka Nurminen, Natalia Embele, Cecilia Anderson, Ylvi Kastner, Evelie Kaseko, Ida Agevik Kristiansson, Anna Isabel Toledo, Alva Sonesson, Isia Basé, Pia Jangvik, Tilly de Small, the junior from Belgium, and Rita Maramarossi, the junior from Hungary. From Heat B, preliminary, Simona Ebersold, Hanna Lundberg, Megan Carter-Davis, Caroline Olsson, Victoria Hästa Björnstad, Maja Sianoya, Nia Schindler, the junior from Australia, Laura Robertson, Mai Bovi, France, Mireia Gonzalez, Kao Kondo from Japan, and Josefine Lind from Denmark. If you just click there, so I can see the whole screen. Oh, good. So the 12 best in Heat C, preliminary to the quarterfinal. Victoria Mag, Tove Alexandersson, Venla Harjo, Grace Molloy, Teresa Janosikova, Ej van Dongen, Andine Benjaminsen, Cecile Collandry, Maria Prieto, Ausrine Kotkete, Paula Gross, and Lizzie Ingham, New Zealand. There you have them, the 36 names, preliminary to the quarterfinal for the women.
Our men are off with a bang. They're through our first radio control, current fastest times, Thomas Krivda on men's 3. Martin Regborn is tied with Kasper Fosse on men's 1. And our fastest time so far on men's 2 is Jonathan Gustafsson. Obviously, he won a bronze medal back in 2022 in this discipline. He'll be wanting to fight hard for a medal again today, because our 2 other medalists from 2022 are not here. Joey Hadorn is 9 seconds off the pace. I'd be worried if he was 9 minutes down. Thomas Hakeler 2 seconds faster than anyone else so far in men's 1, and Yannick Michels 2 seconds faster than anyone else in men's 2. Obviously, the positioning from this qualification does count because it will impact when our athletes can select their quarter-final heats.
And the first starters in the men's heat today, Martin Regborn, Sweden, the gold medalist from Friday, and the individual sprint, his first ever WOC medal, and it was a gold for Martin Regborn. Rab Street, the Londoner from Great Britain, and Thomas Krivda, Czechia. They were the first 3 starters in the heats for the men, and they have right now been out for 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, Ralph, it wasn't his day back on Friday. He made some mistakes in there, but obviously a fantastic run that he had back in Heriot-Watt at Rickerton campus 2 days ago. We'll see what he can do today. Emil Svensk down in 4th position, 10 seconds down. Same goes for Ricardo Rankin.
Yeah, many strong names, of course, also in the beginning here for the men's qualification, but I'm quite sure we will see some surprises also here, that some of the big names will miss the quarterfinals in the afternoon. So we are waiting for the pre-warning pretty soon also for the first men. 7 minutes running right now, should be there any second, I believe.
Teemu Oksanen, his first run at this WOC into 2nd place. But our first man through our pre-warning, Thomas Krivda from Czechia. A time of 7:31 at the pre-warning. Obviously that final challenging leg, but not far behind him. Martin Regborn setting a time of 7:41 at that point on men's heat 1. Still looking for Ralph Street at that point.
So now they have this tricky leg from the pre-warning to the next control, and then to the last control and the finish. So it's not that long to run, a couple of minutes approximately. I think we will have times under, maybe under 10 minutes for the first man here.
Ralph Street's gone through that pre-warning in 7:55, so that is setting the benchmark for the rest of the competition. 2 people have gone faster than him so far. But obviously he is that highest ranked runner in that class, so he is setting the benchmark to be beaten today.
So soon 9 minutes running for the first starters in the men's heat today. Martin Regborn, Ralph Street and Thomas Krivda.
Tim Robertson through the pre-warning, 9 seconds down in 2nd place, just behind Thomas Krivda and Kasper Harlem Fosse. Only 1 second down in men's 1, 1 second behind Martin Regborn, and Jonathan Gustafsson setting a new fastest time in men's 2, 7 seconds faster than Ralph Street.
So very soon we'll have the first finish here in the men's qualification for the knockout sprint in the afternoon. So 9:20 right now for the 3 first starters, and very soon we will be able to see them. Maybe Thomas Krivda will be the first to finish today in this quali. He was the first to punch the pre-warning.
At that pre-warning, only 3 seconds divides the top 3 in men's 2.
Yep, here he is. Here is Thomas Krivda, and we will have a sub 10 minutes immediately from Thomas Krivda, Czechia. So the first finish today. And Rab Street is coming also into the last control. And Thomas Krivda, the finish time 9:50 in Heat C. And Rab Street and Martin Regborn, they are coming almost together here. Rab Street 9:57, and for Martin Regborn 9:59. So I think it's quite clean races for all three of them.
Yeah, Martin Rigborn choosing a different route choice at the end there. That could have cost him a little bit, but obviously still setting that time to beat. 9:59 at the finish. Yannick Michels and Thomas Hakeler also through that pre-warning, both setting new fastest times, and Joey Hadorn through 30 seconds down. That could be a problem for him today. Obviously, he won at the World Cup knockout sprint.
So waiting for Kasper Fosser and Jonathan Gustafsson. Here is Jonathan Gustafsson, one of the favorites today, definitely. And this is a great qualification from Jonathan Gustafsson, Sweden. And we have a new best time in Heat B, 9:45, 12 seconds faster than Ralph Street, Great Britain. And it's Kasper Fosser and Tim Robertson, New Zealand, both coming into the finish. And Kasper is running in Heat A, so Kasper into second position, 1 second behind Martin Regborn, 10 minutes flat for Kasper Fosser. Tim Robertson, 10:01, 11 seconds behind the leader in Heat C, Tomasz Krivda.
Francesco Mariani through our pre-warning in equal first position on men's Heat 1. Johnny Crickmore has just gone through in second place, just 2 seconds down on men's 3. Current leader there, Thomas Krivda.
Waiting sound now for Thomas Hakeler from Finland and Yannick Michels from Belgium. Here is Yannick, 11th position on Friday in the individual sprint for Yannick Michels. First place, 9:43 in Heat B, and Thomas Hakeler running in Heat A, and 9:50, also new best time there for Thomas Hakeler. So Hakeler in lead, 9 seconds faster than Martin Regborn, Sweden, and Yannick Michels, 1 second faster only than Jonathan Gustafsson, Sweden.
Jakob Glonek through that pre-warning, that first radio control, in second place.
Yeah, good to know. And this is Joey Hadorn, the winner from the knockout sprint in Olten, Switzerland, the World Cup knockout in the spring. 10:20 for Joey Hadorn, third best, 30 seconds behind Tomasz Krivda for Joey Hadorn. That's quite much.
Yeah, that's quite a big margin there. So third at the moment, but I reckon he'll plummet down those results. We'll have to see how other people perform, but that could be dangerous for him.
Yeah, let's see. 30 seconds behind for Joey Hadorn. Emil Svensk from Sweden, the bronze medalist from the sprint on Friday. Emil Svensk from Sweden, and a new second best time in Heat C, 9:51, only 1 second behind. And this is Timo Sutter from Switzerland into fourth position in Heat B right now, 10:01, 18 seconds behind. Ricardo Rankan, the world champion in sprint relay with the Swiss team on Sunday, into fourth position in Heat A, 18 seconds behind Thomas Hakeler.
Ruslan Glibov from Ukraine has lost tons of time. He's down in 10th position, just at that first radio control, 4 minutes in. 48 seconds down on the lead.
So that means we are waiting now for Adrian Delen, Mikael Olejnik and Teemu Oksanen. And first of all is Teemu Oksanen. He was in the final in Olten in the World Cup knockout sprint in Switzerland in the spring. And into third position right now for Teemu Oksanen in Heat C, 5 seconds behind Tomasz Krivda.
We've got a pre-warning for Mika Kimula from Finland in third position. We've also got a pre-warning for Nathan Lawson in fifth. Loic Catburn pre-warned in fourth place, but a new fastest time at our first radio control. Henry McNulty from Australia has taken the lead by 2 seconds at that point.
Adrien Delen from France running in Heat A into fifth position right now, 10:20, 30 seconds behind Thomas Hakeler. And waiting also for Mikael Olejnik from Poland. And then waiting for Janis Bomnik, Mika Kirmola, as Holly says, and Alvaro Casado from Spain.
We've also had Francesco Mariani go through that pre-warning. He's lost some time, but only a few seconds.
And here's Mika Kirmola. Finland is coming here into the finish, and new third best time maybe in Heat B for Mika Kirmola. Right there, third position, 9:56, 13 seconds behind Yannick Michels, the current leader. And here is Yanis Bonic and Alvaro Casado, Austria and Spain. Yanis Bonic heading into the finish in Heat A, 10:09, fifth best, 19 seconds behind, and Alvaro Casado into fifth position in Heat C, 21 seconds behind. Tomáš Krivda from Czechia. So you are done right now in sixth position, 30 seconds behind Tomáš Krivda there in Heat C.
We're expecting to see Nathan Lawson in the arena fairly shortly. He's had a good run, currently sitting in sixth position.
Interesting with Nathan very soon. Also Adrien Delaine in sixth position in Heat A. Also 30 seconds behind the current leader there, Tuomas Heikkilä from Finland.
Now he's coming in 1 minute, I guess.
So Louis Caverne from France is coming here into the finish in Heat C and running into fifth position right now, 50 seconds behind. And here is also Nathan Lawson, Great Britain, heading into the finish in sixth position right now in Heat A, 21 seconds behind. And Mattia De Bertolis from Italy in Heat B, 10:09, sixth best right now, 26 seconds behind Yannick Michels. So you are done right now in seventh position in Heat C.
I tell you what though, it's tight in men's A. Joseph Lynch is through our first radio control in eighth position, but only 10 seconds down on the lead. So only 10 seconds dividing those top runners.
It was a great round from Joseph Lynch in the individual sprint on Friday. Seventh position there for Joseph. Great to see.
Jakob Glonek pre-warned in equal second position on men's Heat B.
And here is Elias Jonsson and Francesco Mariani, Norway and Italy. Francesco Mariani into third position right now in Heat A, 10 seconds behind. Elias Jonsson in Heat B, 16 seconds behind in fifth position. And Jørgen Bakli from Norway running in Heat C, fifth position there for Jørgen Bakli. 15 seconds behind Tomáš Krivda. So Joey Hardorn right now down in eighth position for Joey Hardorn. I think it's quite nervous for Joey Hardorn. One of the big favorites today, actually.
Yeah, of course. He won the World Cup. Obviously, it was a sprint finish to take that gold medal. But obviously, he's going into today as one of the favorites, and here he might not even qualify.
Small margins. He's only 30 seconds behind, but he is the slowest so far in Heat C. So Jakob Glonek from Czechia into third position right now in Heat B, 9:51. 8 seconds behind Yannick Michels. And here is also Johnny Crickmore, Great Britain, heading into the finish for Johnny. And Johnny into fifth position, equal fifth position right now, 10:05, but only 15 seconds behind. That was good from Johnny Crickmore.
Yeah, he pulled up a position just on the run in there. Fantastic to see him in good shape for this afternoon.
So that means Joe Hardorn down in ninth position now.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yes,
He'll be sweating.
yes. And quite many strong names out there. Joey Hardorn running in Heat C.
Henry McNulty through that pre-warning, down in fourth position, but he's only lost 3 seconds.
So Ruslan Glibov, Ukraine, into the finish for Ruslan in Heat A, 10:50, 9th position, 1 minute. Exactly behind Tomáš Heikkilä. It will be tough, I believe, for Ruslan to make it to the quarterfinal. I think 1 minute behind is a little bit too much.
Yeah, he'll have to be in a lucky heat to manage to qualify with that time, unfortunately. Joseph.
Mattia Barreau-Vallée from France, running in Heat B, into 9th position right now, 33 seconds behind Yannick Michels.
Joseph Lynch has gone through the pre-warning in 5th position.
Andreas Bock-Bjørnstad from Denmark here into 10th position right now in Heat C, 10:31, 41 seconds behind, so behind Joey Hardorn. And we have Jonas Uwacek from Czechia running in Heat A into 9th position right now, 50 seconds behind for Jonas Uwacek, 10:40. And Henry McNulty, Australia, is coming here into the finish for Henry McNulty running in Heat B and into 4th position right now for Henry McNulty. 9:53, only 10 seconds behind Yannick Michels for Henry McNulty.
Yeah, I think he must have eased off towards the end of that course, knowing he's had a good run. He was in the lead at our first radio control, and then only 2 seconds down at the pre-warning, so he's definitely eased off there.
Pablo Ferrando from Spain heading into 5th position in Heat A. It's a great qualification there from Pablo. 18 seconds behind Thomas Heikkilä, still the fastest in Heat A.
Oscar David Broman Jensen through that first radio control in equal 8th position, just 8 seconds off the lead. That men's second heat is so tight.
Josef Lynch waiting for him soon. Here is Josef coming now into the finish. Josef Lynch from New Zealand. And let's see now the finish from Josef Lynch. And into 5th position right now in Heat A for Josef. Only 12 seconds behind. 10:02 the time for Josef. So it should be a granted place in the quarterfinal for Josef Lynch. Michael Ormai from Hungary into 10th position in Heat B, and also the Austrian Matthias Peter heading in, as well as Zoltan Buydoso from Hungary. Matthias Peter 9th position right now in Heat C, and Zoltan Buydoso 12th position right now in Heat C. He's in 10th position right now, Joey Hardorn. 10th position right now, Joey Hardorn in Heat C.
Oh, it looks like Joseph Lynch has mispunched.
Yeah, it looks like preliminary. So Ferenc Jonas from Hungary running in Heat A and heading into a 9th position right now for Ferenc Jonas there in Heat A. And also Germany and the former junior world champion Anselm Reichenbach from Germany into the finish into 12th position right now in Heat B. At 10:37, 54 seconds behind Yannick Michels. Still the fastest, 9:43 there in Heat B. Walter Huss from Belgium, a little more than 1 minute late, and that's too much. He's right now in 12th position in Heat C.
Bojan Blumenstein from Germany currently sitting in equal 11th position at the pre-warning. Also Oscar David Broman Jensen in 11th position. We expect to see them soon at the arena.
So the Austrian Matthias Reiner heading into the finish into 12th position right now in Heat B. 12th position there for Matthias Reiner from Austria. So we saw Varre de Kuiper at the last and final control into the finish, but a little bit more than 1 minute behind. So 13th position right now for Varre de Kuiper from Belgium. Giacomo Sagonel also outside the 12 best right now in Men C, 10:57.
So the leaders are still Thomas Heikkilä, Yannick Michels and Thomas Kriefter.
So Oscar Broman Jensen from Denmark into 11th position right now, 33 seconds behind only, and 11th position, you can hear it, is so tight. And Emil Öbro from Denmark also 11th position in Heat A, also he 33 seconds behind the current leader. So they both Dane into 11th position in Heat A, respectively Heat B, but only 33 seconds behind in 11th position. It's so tight today.
David Rojas pre-warned in the top 10. We'll see what he can do. He's only 13 seconds down on that lead, and that puts him in 7th place.
And Bojan Blumenstein from Germany into 12th position right now in Heat C. 1 minute behind, so 12th position right now for Bojan Blumenstein from Germany. Joey Hardorn still in 10th position there in Heat C.
Yeah, Blumenstein looks to have lost about 30 seconds in the last part of that course.
In 12th position in Heat A, we have right now Jonas Hubacek, 10:40 in Heat A. Ricardo Esteves Ferreira from Portugal, outside the 12 best right now. Piotr Parfianovic from Poland into the finish, and right now among the 12 best into 11th position in Heat C. 10:28 for Piotr Parfianovic, just behind Joey Hardorn, still in 10th position. So Bojan Blumenstein is out. Andreas Bock Bjørnsen, Denmark, right now in 12th position in Heat C. And in 12th position in Heat B, Mathieu Barrault-Vallée from France, right now in 12th position there. Where we have the next finish, or finishes, right away. David Rojas from Spain, that is a good quality for David Rojas, into 9th position in Heat B. And Ricardo Casanova from Germany outside the 12 best. But David Rojas into 9th position in Heat B. That means that Mathieu Barrault-Vallée from France is out. So right now, Oscar David Broman Jensen from Denmark in 12th position in Heat B.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be tight, but there's some big names that are going to miss out on this afternoon's races. It's quite shocking to see, actually.
And Joey Hardorn still in 10th position there in Heat C, where we have Andreas Bock Bjørnsen from Denmark in 12th position.
Currently, all the Brits are safe.
So Ireland also coming here. Josh O'Sullivan.
He's caught a few positions in the last part of that course, but it is going to be 13th at the finish, so he just misses out there.
Still Jonas Hubacek there in 12th position in Heat A. And the Lithuanian Kivinias Olisauska from Lithuania into 16th position, so outside the 12 best, and he will not take part in the quarterfinals in the afternoon. The 12 best. So in total 36 runners in 6 different quarterfinals. And the start for the first quarterfinal for the women is 2:20 p.m. Vilius Aliliunas from Lithuania is coming here, and Vilius is also outside the 12 best into 16th position right now in Heat B, 46 seconds behind.
Ilya Treshko and Ewan Schingler are the ones that we expect to see soon. Both of them outside of that qualifying time, unfortunately. Ilya Treshko finishes in 13th position.
And here he is, heading in, Ewan Schingler from Australia, but is outside the 12 best into 16th position right now in Heat A. Still Jonas Hubacek, Czechia in 12th position there in Heat A. In Heat B, Oscar David Broman Jensen from Denmark. And in Heat C, right now we have Andreas Bock Bjørnsen from Denmark in 12th position. So Latvia, Frisis Spectors, and maybe among the 12 best right now for Frisis Spectors. Yes, indeed, into 12th position right now for Frisis in Heat C. So that means he is knocking out Andreas Bock Bjørnsen from the quarterfinals. Frisis Spectors right now in 12th position with his finish time of 10:30, 40 seconds behind. Tomasz Krivda, still the fastest.
Yeah, it was his run-in time there. That fast run-in saved him that 1 second there to secure that qualification.
Impressive by Frisis Spectors, right now among the 12 best in Heat C. And still in Heat B, Oscar David Broman Jensen from Denmark in 12th position. And Jonas Hubacek in Heat A, also at that 12th position. João Bernardino from Portugal, but he is outside, unfortunately, the 12 best. 18th position right now for João in Heat A. But so far in the men's qualification, none of the really big names have missed out here in the qualification. Is Joey Hardorn still in 10th position there in Heat C. But I think it should be fine also for Joey in the end. Konotowicz is coming here. Damien Konotobets from Canada into 18th position right now in Heat C for Damien. And Mattia Joba from Poland, also outside the 12 best, into 17th position right now. So let's see if we can find anyone who will make it. Martin Wilma from Estonia heading into 19th position right now in Heat B, where we have still Yannick Michels from Belgium in lead.
Yeah, I think Yannick Michels was a bit disappointed being outside the top 10 on Friday, so he's got his eyes on those higher positions today.
So New Zealand, Nathan is coming here, but outside top 12 in Heat B for Nathan Boston. New Zealand 10.55, 1:12 behind the current leader.
Chris Marcus from Estonia is inside the top 10 at the pre-warning. That's on men's Heat 3.
Yeah, that's interesting. Chris Marcus Kav from Estonia. Soon 9 minutes running. And he's running in Heat, let's see, Heat C. The third heat, where we have Joe Hardorn in 10th position right now with 10:20 his time. And 9 minutes running right now for Chris Marcus Kav from Estonia. Interesting and exciting. Let's see if he can make it. Right now we have Frisis Spectors from Latvia in 12th position in that heat. With a time of 10:30 the time for Frisis Spectors from Latvia. So Chris Marcus Krav from Estonia, soon to the finish. So 9:40 right now for the Estonian. So this is Australia coming here. Cooper Hawley heading in, running in Heat C into 22nd position right now, 2 minutes behind the current leader Tomáš Krivda from Czechia. So 10 minutes running right now for Chris Marcus Krav from Estonia. So let's see when he is coming. This is not the Estonian, this is the American, Ricardo Chaniel. Another American, but still no sign of the... yeah, here he is. Here is now Chris Marcus Krav from Estonia. Maybe he will make it among the 12 best here in Heat C for Chris Marcus Krav from Estonia. Right there into position 13. 10:31, 1 second from the 12th position for Chris Marcus. That was a good attempt, really.
I think he lost some time towards the final part of that course. He punched the last control in 14th, and on the run-in managed to pull up into equal 13th, so not quite enough to qualify.
1 second only, so still Frisis Spectors on the 12th position there in Heat C. That was a really good attempt from Chris Marcus Krav from Estonia. Very close.
Yeah, nobody else at any of our radio controls has gone near the top 12, unfortunately. Still a few more to come through, however.
But I can't see that many really strong names in the end of the start list either. But let's see. 1 or 2 will surprise today. Only New Zealand running in Heat B into 22nd position in that heat for Ronan Lee from New Zealand. We still have Oscar David Broman Jensen from Denmark in 12th position. Jonas Ubarczyk still in 12th position in Heat A. And Frisis Spectors from Latvia, 12th position in Heat C. Joe Dorn in 10th position there still, so I think he is quite secure about the quarterfinal, Joe Dorn. So the margins right now in Heat A down to 12th position, it is 50 seconds actually. It's a big gap there between 11th and 12th position in Heat A, between Emil Öbro in 11th and Jonas Obacek. It is almost 20 seconds gap there actually. In Heat B, Oskar David Broman Jensen is only 33 seconds behind in 12th position, and Friese Spectors, he is 40 seconds behind in 12th position there in Heat C. So it is really tough to make it to the quarterfinals later today in the afternoon in Edinburgh. And we can't see any threats, Holly, at the pre-warning right now. No, they are a bit down.
Well, there's someone currently sat in 16th position, Ivan Sirkov from Bulgaria, 28 seconds down on the lead, so we'll need to climb up some positions here to be a threat at the finish.
Yep, that's true.
But he is on the heat that does have that big gap at 12th position, so there is a window of opportunity for him here.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest chance, I would say, is in Heat A.
Bradley Lund finishing inside the top 20, but it's not enough to qualify.
Have a good time? It looked like on the tracker that you were very well. Up until control 4, then your tracker stopped and we were wondering what was... I think it's between the buildings. Well done.
Martin Rohats from Slovakia, who took part in the final in the individual sprint, but he will not be a part of the quarterfinals. 18th position right now for Martin Rohats from Slovakia. Vegard Jarvis Westergaard from Canada, but I think he is also a little bit late at the pre-warning. The Norwegian, the Canadian father, is representing Canada, Vegard Jarvis Westergaard. This is Jan-Erik Ness, also from Canada, into the finish and into 19th position right now for Jan-Erik Ness, Canada. And Paul Persina from Ireland into 23rd position in Heat C for the Irish Orienteer.
Sirikov should be approaching that radio control shortly. We'll see if he has managed to claw up any positions or if he has managed to lose some time. Obviously, he is in that qualifier that does have a little bit of a window of qualification, 20 seconds dividing 11th and 12th.
And also notice that the three Swedish runners in this qualification, all of them in second position in each heat. Martin Regborn second in Heat A, Jonathan Gustafsson second in Heat B, and Emil Svensk second in Heat C.
So Sirikov has gone through that pre-warning, but he's dropped about 30 seconds, which puts him down into 21st. So it's not going to be a qualification for him today.
No, doesn't look like. And this is now Vegard Järvis Vestergaard for Canada heading into the finish. And Vegard outside the 12 best into 19th position right now in Heat A. 11:14, 1:24 behind Tuomas Heikkilä from Finland, the fastest, with a time of 9:50. Still open. Don't say anything. No, we have to wait for the pre-warning.
Mas aí o que acontece? Se você for postar no Instagram, ele vai ficar ruim. Eu já postei, já joguei lá assim. Primeira vista, marca, entendeu? E fica lá. Eu tô aprendendo isso aí. Eles vão, você não interessa. Não interessa, você foi a primeira pessoa, não entendeu? Não interessa. Você é a tua posição. Cara, eles estão vendo você, eles viram o seu vídeo.
So pretty quiet right now regarding
Áudio daqui, entendeu? Nossa.
times among the 12 best in each heat. But we have still some runners out there. The last one has just punched the intermediate split halfway through the course, and then we had the pre-warning in the finish. But we still have some runners out there. Andris Titomeris from Latvia into 21st position in Heat B, where Yannick Michels is the fastest so far, 9:43, the time for Yannick Michels.
Bastante tapume. Fico nervoso. Não sei lá. Esse aqui pra mim é. Mas afinal larga junto, tu quer dizer?
The last starter in Men C is Lin Longyuan from China, and Holly, at the intermediate split, we have a new best time, actually.
Yeah, it's a big surprise here. He's checking that his GPS. He looks to have been absolutely flying around this course so far. So 2 seconds faster than
Thomas
Krivda at that point.
Yeah, so 6.5 minutes running right now, and very soon the pre-warning from this Chinese, Lin Longyuan, the last starter in Men C. So we will follow him definitely in the end of the course here. And this is Uldis Upitis from Latvia, outside the 12 best into 14th position, 59 seconds behind. Ran in Heat A, so only 9 seconds behind Jonas Hubacek, still there in 12th position. And Lin Longyuan, the Chinese, is running in Heat C, where we right now have 3 spectators in 12th position. So very interesting with this Chinese. 3:14 is bib number. 7 minutes and 20 seconds running right now for the Chinese. And very soon the pre-warning.
Yeah, we'll see him at the pre-warning fairly shortly. He's on his way there now, and then it's just that final tricky route choice at the end. But he's still absolutely flying on his GPS.
So he should be there any second to be competing with Thomas Krivda, but the fastest time in this heat. Because he was, as Holly says, 2 seconds faster to the intermediate split. This Chinese Longyuan Lin from China, but still no punch at the pre-warning. I mean, it's 40 seconds down to the 12th position in the finish.
So he's just punched and he's lost a little bit of time. So he's 20 seconds down now, but that's still equal 7th, and that's still a qualifying position here.
Very interesting with Lin Longyuan from China, the last starter in men's C. And he has passed the pre-warning. Now we have this quite tricky road choice leg to the next control. But let's see if he can handle that one. This is really a run for a 12th position among the 12 best. So Friese Spectors from Latvia in danger. 10:30 is his time in the finish. Very interesting. 8.5 minutes running right now for the Chinese Lin Longyuan, the last starter in men's C.
He's chosen a good route choice on that final route choice leg. So it looks good for the Chinese athlete here.
Very interesting. And quite surprised, I must say, with this Chinese here in the very end of the start list. Probably no ranking points at all.
Yeah, it looks like he needs to keep his pace up here. He might be slowing down a little bit. He had no mistakes in that last loop, but managed to drop a few seconds. So he has to keep that pace up to be able to be in with this top 12. But fantastic to see such a good run here.
Very, very interesting. Lin Longyuan from China. And 9.5 minutes right now. 10:30, the time he needs to beat to be among the 12 best. So this is another Chinese, Jun Yan, heading in heat B into 29th position. So 9:50 now, soon 10 minutes running for this Chinese, Lin Longyuan, the last starter in men's C, and maybe a man to make it among the 12 best today. Very interesting and very surprisingly also. So waiting for the red colors of China very soon, approaching the last and final control and the finish. Lin Longyuan from China with bib number 314, and here he is! And this is clearly among the 12 best, absolutely. 9th position for Lin Longyuan, 10:19. 29 seconds behind Tomasz Krivda. So that means that Friese Spectors is out in 13th position. So Piotr Parfianovic, the last man there in Heat C to make it to the quarterfinal. But what a run from Longyuan Lin from China. Very impressive.
I think he'll be thrilled to know that he was leading at one point as well. Fantastic to see that result here.
So very, very impressive run from Longyuan Lin. Kevin O'Boyle from Ireland also into the finish. A run in Heat B and 21st position for Kevin O'Boyle from Ireland. And to check the downloading from Longyuan Lin, but it looks fine to me.
There's no one else through any of our radio controls that could be a threat on any of the heats here. So that does look like a pretty secure top 12 on all of these heats here.
Yes, definitely. So preliminary, following 36 runners will take part in the quarterfinals in the afternoon. From Heat A, Thomas Heikkilä, Martin Regborn, Francesco Mariani, Kasper Fosser, Pablo Ferrando, Ricardo Rankan, Yannis Boniek, Nathan Lawson, Ferenc Jonas, Adrien Delen, Emil Öbro, and Jonas Hubacek, the 12 best in Heat A. And preliminary from Heat B, Yannick Michels, Jonathan Gustafsson, Jakob Gloniek, Henry McNulty, Mika Kirmola, Rav Street, Elias Jonsson, Timo Sutter, David Rojas, Mattia De Bertolis, Mihaly Ormai from Hungary, and Oscar David Broman Jensen from Denmark. And from Heat C, preliminary, it's an equal 12th position, Mattia Barovali also in that equal 12th position from Heat B. Then we have preliminary from Heat C, Tomasz Krivda, Emil Svensk, Teemu Oksanen, Tim Robertson, Jörgen Baklid, Loic Cavern, Janne Kirkmore, Alvaro Casado, Matthias Peter, Longyuan Lin from China, Joey Hardorn in 11th position, and Piotr Parfianovic, Poland, in 12th position in Heat C. So there you have the 37 guys preliminary through to the quarterfinals in the afternoon.
So we'll see everybody over in Prince's Street Gardens. Not Prince's Street Gardens,
No.
over on St. John Street. I've got my days mixed up. Over on St. John Street for this afternoon's quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals on the last day of WOC here in Edinburgh.
Yeah, and worth to say, 2:20, the first quarterfinal will start, and we will have a broadcast production on the big LED screen at the arena running from the quarterfinals already. So please welcome to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals in the afternoon in Edinburgh. Thank you.
I know they don't tape it in the areas in advance.
Vou fazer agora.
Yeah. I think half the more than other places. That's what it's setting up all the big screens. They have like way more attention than like C2. And they had loads of screens from yesterday morning for like driving traffic.
Ah, yeah.
So I've been exposed to like I say 5 or 6 times.
It's not
I
yet
knew it was
online.
there, so lots of tricky and I wouldn't say too dissimilar to the middle of Edinburgh, but probably more streets. So more
It's just like 5 runners more or something.
FSG.
We don't know when they're coming.
I need to park the camera for anyway.
Ah, yeah, I know.
I don't know what. I feel like it's normal to but there is stuff. They're going to jump down flights of stairs. Some of them.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Josh was so close.
You scream if you see something coming. Yep, you scream.
No, probably not.
I managed to start it. And I hope it works. Do you go, picture to the computer or do you go like how you take your SIM memory card and plug it in?
No, I have a reader in there.
Yeah, oh, yeah. But you don't make it wireless.
No, when I need to the phone, then I take it.
Ah, yeah.
Even the herders are not there.
I mean, it's good because the best runners have more recovery fast than the last
Early
runners.
stage, if you try and knock down one, it can like lock into each other one for so you get more.
They can come any minute, they can come any 15.
Might knock down the camera.
Might not come.
Train is coming.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, but As in nothing left, only goes to like 50 there, but if you have two, you can only go to one, three. But you can't go into two. You're on that block, so you have to only go across.
Oh, yes.
Hola, chicas. Nice. Hola, Gabriel!
But instead of just outside in the car park, there's an underground car park, they have multi-level store shop.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go on the edge of whichever, I think it's food fence building, before you cross the main road. So then you have a route of stuff, you cross the main road if you go through the overpass.
Yeah.
And then you can actually go into the building. Instead it's like,
It won't be good in fairness, yeah.
and you finish outside a new food fence. Great advertising. It's not like the 70s, I think it was donated by the US for occasionally some conferences. They use it for funds for the public.